Howdy. So today we are going to just run through how to update a WordPress site using the muffin builder that is used for most of the sites for new media design. So here we are looking at the new media design site, and we're on the logo and branding design page. So in the other tab here, I've got the back end loaded up, and the actual address is wp/admin, but it will automatically redirect to the URL that you saw before. So I'll click that, see it's automatically redirected. That's all good, and now we'll just type in the code. Cool, so here we are looking at the back end. Now you can go to pages and look through to find the name of the page. Here it is, logo design and branding. Or from this page, you can just click edit page. This little bar along the top wasn't visible before because we weren't logged in, but now that we are, we have this editing capability. I like to have both the front end and the back end open in different tabs, so I will always do this. I just right clicked on that, and so now I have this page here open in the back end, and here it is. If you've updated WordPress before, you might be used to writing in this blank white section. We're not going to do that. We're going to scroll down until we get to this green section here, the muffin builder, and these are the sections. So you can kind of vaguely see we've got a big wide column, 2 columns, and then 1, 2, 3 where it says icon box. And if we look in the front, this is this one big column, these are the 2 columns, and here are the 3 icon boxes. So you'll slowly get to understand the kind of layout of how this all works. So for this little experiment, let's update this title here, Creative Logo and Branding Design with Impact. So here it is. You can see it's got a title there. I'm going to click that little pencil. This is just the title for reference, and it says this field is used as an item label in admin panel only. So this could say anything. It could say boo boo boo. No one's going to see it. It's just for our reference. Here is the actual title with its H1 tags. So I'm just going to put an exclamation mark at the end just so we can see that this is working. Click the little close button, scroll up to the update button, which I'll click, and so you can see it's working away there. Jump into the front end and reload that page. And there's our exclamation mark. So I'll make another little change here, back into the back end, down, and maybe you'll go into one of these icon boxes. Let's do the middle one here that says brand bundle. Click the pencil icon. So there's the title brand bundle. This is the content here, logo style guide. And here are the different icons that we have to choose from. There's all sorts of different options, and feel free to just sort of look around and play around. There's all sorts of different things you could be doing, like animating it, or deciding where the icon position is, putting a separate image that isn't one of these icons. So in this case, let's put a full stop at the end, just something subtle. Back up to the top, update, into the front end, refresh, oops, and there's our little full stop. So that's the basic sort of layout of the back end inside WordPress. Other sorts of things you might need to know are how to add an image in. So let's say if we were to add an item into this column, it will give us a list of all the little widgets that can go in. You could put in an image, a column, that's all that's used on this page so far, in the icon box. But there's all sorts of different options that you can put in, hover boxes and testimonial boxes. So in this case, let's put an image. And that could be just a quarter of that box, or we could click this little plus to extend it out to be wider, or the little minus to take it in again. So let's say we're going to make it half the size. The pencil icon to edit, and then we're going to browse the directory to get a list of all of our images. So here's the media library, and here are all our images we've got up there. Or we could upload files tab and get a new image. Select the files and grab an image. So maybe this picture of socks. Yep, that looks good to me. I'll select that file, and here it is. Various different options. Are we going to align it? Do we want to stretch it? What's the image width? Most of these can be ignored most of the time. They give you a million options, but you don't need to use any of them. So there's our image, and we'd scroll to the top and click update. I'm not going to do it because this is the live site. Actually, you know what? Let's preview the changes. It says pop-up blocked. I want to allow pop-ups. Let's preview the changes. Ta-da! Okay. So there's our exclamation mark. What do? We put a pair of socks in here. Why aren't they there? There's our image. It's under the buttons. It's a picture of socks. Not quite sure exactly why that isn't working. I'm just going to look at the live site for a second and see if it worked. Yeah, there they are. So for some reason that preview isn't working. I'll figure that out. Delete that. Update. Reload. Pitching, and it's gone. So that's the basics of the back end of WordPress.